Nice. Alright, I got
Oh,
everything working now.
okay. I was gonna say I'm thinking of eventually making my own separate secondary YouTube channel
Yeah.
to kill time with and more practice with videos.
Go for it, yeah.
One of the ideas I was thinking of for a section on that was something I've currently referred to in like my ideas for it as after hype.
Oh, yeah?
Because you know how there's a lot of games, and due to hype, both positive and negative, review scores are really fucked up
Yep.
and really inaccurate to how good the game is. They would
Yeah.
basically be playing a game, after the hype died down, and actually looking at it and ignoring all the hype and shit.
One that is very relatable to that at the moment actually is Red Dead.
Yeah,
Because it got praised, but uh, Josh can attest for right now. Like a lot of people are saying, like the story starts off very sluggish,
yeah,
and I think from chapter 2 to 4, it's very good. But at the
yeah,
end of that, it looks like they just rushed it to get it out, and it
yeah.
just feels very lackluster. So that's kind of
And
another
the
one where the
other
hype carried the rating.
and the other idea for for another series I could do on that channel is don't have a name for it, but it's basically how did it age, and
Yeah,
looking at older games, from previous consoles,
yeah, that's not a
so
bad idea.
anything that was a previous console, and looking at how the game aged, how its mechanics, were influenced other games, whether or not influenced games, and what ideas they had were good, but maybe weren't so well implemented back then, but were taken advantage of later on.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually.
Yeah, both those would be very involved.
Yeah,
But because one of the things is, there's a lot of games that, due to hype, that first idea, they either get really low scores or really high scores. And I think that Fallout 76 is a really good example of hype causing really negative scores. And Red Dead, and even Skyrim, I guess, too, could be considered ones where the hype caused scores to be higher than they probably should have been. Or even the COD releases.
I know that personally. I can attest and say that. Ooh, oh, never mind. That's a completed one. I can attest that at least like the most recent COD is very solid. But yeah,
Yeah,
overall, like a
but
lot
it's
of the
like,
ratings are kind of skewed.
but I think it'd be kind of interesting to look at that, but not just, look at the game and how it was, but, look at how hype caused, either the game to go shit reviews or overly good reviews.
Yeah,
Because, like, I think this game's a pretty good example. It's been getting a lot of twos and ones out of tens, and yes, this game is very flawed. But I think without the hype and without the name of Fallout behind it, this game would have been considered just to be a decent but flawed game, and probably would have gotten scores closer to five and sixes
yeah,
upon initial launch. But due to the hype caused by the fans themselves, I believe it propelled people to overreact in the negative fashion.
yeah, exactly.
Also, it's kind of interesting because looking at the hype and what caused the hype, you can also look at if the company caused the hype and they really fucked themselves, or really
Yeah,
helped themselves, or if the fans were. Because, like, for an example, No Man's Sky game, the creators overhyped it themselves.
yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
76, whereas 76, it was the community that overhyped it because they delivered on just about every promise they made.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like everything that's in the game is what they said would be in there.
Yeah. Or it's like one thing I love with the reviews is all the people who have lowballed the game scores based off of the whole thing with the bags,
Yeah,
and have most of them didn't even get the deluxe edition because it wasn't that many for that many reviewers to have it. And it's like I've seen full reviews where a person basically just talks about the bag controversy instead of talking about the game, which it's
yeah.
worth talking about.
It's worth talking
How
about, but realistically, the whole issue with the bags has nothing to do with
shouldn't
the
be
game itself.
yeah, I managed to clip myself and get stuck on a table.
Jesus.
Well, I hit a table at just the right angles that I think I no-clipped the two chairs because I was at chairs hitboxes were ending, and also the table. And
Yeah.
it caused me a pot forward. I just got loose. Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to explore something?
I'm doing an ounce of prevention right now.
Okay. Is the stream currently on?
Yeah, I got it going.
You want to play the most boring game ever, but something that can be really fun?
Oh no. What is it?
Okay. So what you do is you go to the Porta Diner,
Oh.
and what you do is you each do it as many times as it takes to get the perfectly preserved pie, but every time you don't get the pie, you have to take a shot.
Jeez. I could be wrong, but I believe at least for Fallout 4, I think the pie, it was determined each day, like actual day or whatever. Like it doesn't matter how many times you do it within that 24 hours, it'll always be that result. I could be wrong, but I heard something about it being like that.
Actually, from what I heard, it was actually based off of a mathematical equation. Your luck times something else times every time you fail increases your odds by a certain amount of percent.
Okay.
So a character with no luck would tend to take a lot of tries to get the pie, but a character with a 10 luck build, taking some Day Tripper, I think it is, would tend to get the pie within 10 tries.
Holy.
Do you know why I suggested that horrible idea for a game?
Now why is that?
Well, my character is a rifle user, a non-automatic rifle user, with starch jeans. What do I tend to have? And I also use VATS a decent enough. What does that tend to mean you make a lot of points into?
That's usually high luck.
I've got 8 points in luck. I actually have 2 perfectly preserved pies between my inventory and the stash.
Nice.
Although an interesting thing about the perfectly preserved pie, statistics-wise, let me just find where it's in my inventory. The perfectly preserved pie, RADS 1, HP a 20,
Yeah.
food 15, weight 0.05, never goes bad.
I would expect it to never go bad, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice that there's, another food that gives a decent chunk of that. It'd be kind of cool I think the one thing that'd be really cool is if every time you got perfectly preserved pie, it would give you a temporary, if you ate it, it would give you a random temporary boost to a special stat.
Oh yeah.
Or if the pie was generated, telling you which stat it would give you.
That'd be sweet.
I don't know, or I wish there was a quest related to it. Because otherwise the perfectly preserved pie doesn't have much point other than a trophy of your luck.
That's really all it is, honestly.
Yeah. Like, or, it'd be really cool? If the perfectly preserved pie just completely restored your hunger.
That'd be sweet. Hunger, thirst, and all that stuff.
Well, it would work, because the difficulty, it would make it worth getting. Well, the thing would just make it worth getting for its usefulness, but the difficulty to acquire one would keep it from becoming a broken OP item.
Yeah.
Although the one thing nice about it is that it actually gives you more, it's actually worth more food than canned dog food, unless you've got perk. But it weighs the same amount.
Jeez.
And they both only grant 1 rad. I think I'm currently at 10 tries of this pie thing.
Oh my god.
Or it'd be a cool quest? If you end up finding the factory where they made the fucking pies.
Oh my god.
Like, would that be a cool quest?
It would be, yeah. I think the one thing I hate with Duel Links, and I'm honestly surprised that it hasn't been changed yet, is if you're not on for a solid month, you need to go through like 5 minutes worth of updates before you can even do anything in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas Fire
you can get
Emblem,
Tristan Taylor
little
now.
message pops up. Okay, hit the X button. Done.
You can get Tristan Taylor as a duelist now.
Yeah, I saw something about that. Still,
I
it's
just
like,
unlocked him earlier.
how does it
Well, I
take
didn't realize I was
this
doing the one
long?
quest wrong.
Finally, I'm out of the thing. Jesus.
At least you get a shit ton of gems.
You do, but it's just so brutally long. I have just shy of 8,000 gems.
Holy fuck. How many orbs do you have in Fire Emblem?
56, I think.
That's where I have more orbs, because I think I've got over 150 of them. And
Yeah,
I was doing my pulls today, and I got the new legendary hero. I got a second one of her.
nice. I'm probably just gonna use my free tickets to try to get her, and then
Yeah. Well, you use the free
Yeah.
ticket, and then it treats it like it's your first time pulling on it.
yeah,
So it'll cost you 15 orbs to do a full wheel that way,
yeah.
which is really nice. Unfortunately, you can't use the tickets on other gachas, it seems,
Yeah. Oh well.
because otherwise I'd save them for a seasonal event.
Yeah. Well, you never know that maybe the seasonals will let you do it for that. But also in the one update video there are different kinds of tickets. Like there is
Yeah.
a silver one, so maybe that will be more universal. Maybe the golds are specific ones.
Yeah.
Who
That could be
knows?
cool. I find it funny how we're just talking about random shit during a stream.
Pretty much.
How all streams should be. Okay. Because I doubt anyone's ever going to see this, I think I need to repeat the joke I made to you in the car earlier.
Oh boy.
About, okay, so I work part-time at Walmart. That's, my part-time job. But I was talking to Potato that it seems like working at Walmart has more requirements or a stricter guideline to keep your job eyes on the pie than being a cop in America. If I walked around with the little scanner gun they give you, shooting random black people with it, or said some racist shit, I would be fired on the spot. In America, it's like cop does something like that, and it's like, no, you get to keep your job. So I was saying it'd be really funny. I think it'd be really funny if they took some cops from America, and they took some Walmart employees from Canada, and they had them switch places for a day and see what happened.
Snallyasters are scary.
Yes, they are. It's like,
I was at half
how long
health, give or take, and I just got one shot instantly.
also, isn't it weird when Walmart has higher standards than the police do?
Yeah.
Like Walmart, like when you hear Walmart, do you think high standards of their workers, or do you think really, really lazy people who don't give a shit about their job?
Personally, the first thing I think of is like Black Friday sales and everyone getting trampled.
Okay, what the fuck is with America and that shit? Like,
I'll-
why the fuck are you beating the shit out of each other for
I love it
deals?
too because it's a couple days after not Halloween, Thanksgiving. How?
You're gonna be thankful for everything you have, and you're gonna beat the shit out of a 7-year-old so you can get the toy he's holding.
Yep.
Actually, one of the videos I saw that pissed me off the most was a kid, and they were really happy they got the toy they wanted on Black Friday.
Jesus
And
Christ!
full-grown
This thing's
woman-
broken.
Snallygaster,
That thing is broken. Holy shit!
and a full-grown woman ran by and grabbed the toy out of the kid's hand and ran away with it.
Jesus.
Like, what the hell? Like, I know Americans don't care about safety and all that when it comes to Black Friday, but you gotta have some morals and you gotta have some rules.
Okay, I shot the fucker.
But then you got some of them who bring like fucking tasers and it's like, yeah, I think I'll just do Black Friday on Amazon.
Yep. Yeah,
That was
I
kinda weird,
generally
though.
don't know why that thing is so strong. Because it hit me
It's so
once,
alive.
and then It's dead now. It hit me
Okay.
once, and then it was a chain of attacks instantly that you couldn't dodge. I got hurt once, and my health bar just drained completely.
Okay.
Like, that was bull. Jesus. Death claws are less dangerous than that thing.
Well, Snallygasters can actually be really easy. The issue with Snallygasters is the terrain really determines the fight. Because of their bulk, if you fight them in a forest with lots of trees, they actually tend to have a harder time against you because approaching you is hard for them because they're not
Yeah.
bipedal, and they often get cut on trees and stuff, and their projectiles are blocked by the trees. Whereas a Deathclaw will just bolt right at you. So it's like in a wooded area, a Deathclaw has the advantages and is more dangerous in my opinion. But in a plain flat plains, a Snallygaster can actually end up being more dangerous.
Well, yeah, like in that case there, I got hurt once, and my entire health just drained immediately. Like, it
Yeah, what
erased
level
my
was
health.
it?
14.
Okay, that might also explain it.
And I think
What
I'm
level is your armor?
level... Oh, I'll have to check.
Because if you're rocking level 5 armor, yeah, that's why.
I'm rocking... Okay, so I have 2 level 10 armors, being my chest piece and right arm, and then everything else is level 1.
Yeah, that's why. Should I tank for you?
If you want to, go for it.
I have more health.
I would hope so.
Oh hey, a Snallygaster.
There it is.
Get a shot on the Snallygaster quickly.
Yeah. No, that was a miss.
You hit it?
No, shit. This one dickhead keeps shooting at me. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I just killed the dickhead who was shooting at you.
Yeah, I killed the other one that was there, and there's this other one up here.
Some decent crafting loot on this thing. I found it funny when we were playing with Josh, and we were killing Scorch Beasts, and he was getting dick all for the drop, and I was taking legendary named gear.
Yeah.
He's like, they didn't increase the thing, and it's like, oh, I just got the dragon, I just got this, and it's like, what the hell? It was kind of funny though, because for one of the fights, he was like, and I did basically everything for that fight, and you didn't do anything. It's like, bitch, you have dick all for range. That thing was flying for half that fight. What do you think down that first quarter?
Okay, double back to this thing, see if there's any good loot.
Yeah.
All I can see is a foot sticking out of the ground, that's it.
Okay, so I was on the bus today, and I saw this guy, and you know, like the stereotypical greaser punk guy, like
Yep.
greased hair, leather jacket with spikes, band logos all over it.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Scarf or whatever the fuck you want to call it, hanging out of the back pocket.
Yeah.
This guy was that to the fucking T.
Oh god.
Like, do you have a great imagination of the guy? Name
I
one of the
can't-
patches that was on his jacket.
Jeez.
Like, you'll probably get right.
I'm kind of picturing the guy right now, and yeah, I know exactly kind of the guy I'm picturing. Generally,
Like,
if it's
can you
like, if it's any
Do you
band
see
stuff,
the
it's
Sex
usually
Pistols
like
logo on it?
Sex Pistols, Metallica, Guns N'
Yeah,
Roses.
Sex Pistols on one arm. Yeah, like all that. Like, he was the stereotype.
There's a reason why stereotypes exist.
And it's that guy.
Jeez.
Although he was quite well mannered.
Okay, well, that's good at least.
So I was like, you know, I was like, cool, he's well mannered. I can work with that. I don't give a shit about a lot of things people do, so long as they're well mannered.
Oh,
The
oh.
second someone doesn't have
There we go.
manners, it's like, and you can fuck off.
Shit.
You know, it's one of the funnest things ever with my work.
What?
When someone asks where something is, not realizing they're standing right in front of it, and you have to explain it to them, and the look on their face, that's a mixture of shame and humiliation, and just like sadness. Like, how did I not see that?
That's beautiful.
It's like really great. So it's like, oh, it's right there, right in front of you. It's like, and they go silent for a little second, and they're like, "Thank you, sorry for bothering you."
Yeah.
Well, that's most of them. Most of them get like that, and it's kind of funny. But then you get the occasional guy who tries to like blame the store under his breath for why he couldn't find it right in front of himself.
Lovely.
And you just gotta look at him and be like, "Really, man?
Well.
You're really surprised the peanut butter was right under the sign that said peanut butter?
Yeah.
That's the store's fault you couldn't find that? Didn't have enough signage, like the giant sign saying peanut butter?"
Yeah, exactly.
Or I like the look when they make a comment about something that they're going to use something for, and they expect that you're an idiot and you don't know anything about anything,
Yeah.
and then you basically explain what they were about to explain to you to them, but better than they understood themselves, and they have that look of, what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, do you ever have that at your work?
I've had it a couple times where they'll be like, I'll be calling and say, hey, yeah, so I got your voicemail about this here, and yeah, so looking at this here, I can, and as soon as I'm about to say what I'm gonna do, I get cut off. They give me the whole life story and what's going on and what they want done, and then like, if I could be a dickhead, I would have answered and said, well, you see, if you didn't interrupt me, I would have just explained exactly what you wanted to be done, to a T.
Hey, do you see a glowing gold light here?
Yeah, I see that.
Weird. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a dumpster, it's a little trash bin fire.
Yeah.
That's more light than they usually give off, though.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I wonder if it's just glitched or if they increase the brightness those things give off.
I don't know, yeah, it's weird though.
Or if maybe the illumination day settings versus night settings just weren't reacting properly.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, if you want, if you just hit them with one shot, I can take out basically anything else with a shot from my gun,
Alright.
so you can save bullets. What ammo are you using currently?
308, I got a lot of it.
Do you want 3,000 rounds of that?
Jesus.
I used to use 308 and then I switched to the Gauss gun. Which I love this thing. I just look at this.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I can either rapid fire it, or I can charge it up for more damage. And it costs the same amount of ammo either way.
Holy.
Hey, what was your favorite faction in Fallout 4?
Um... It's honestly probably the Institute.
Yeah, they were one of the most interesting ones.
Because, like, Brotherhood of
alright.
Steel, they were dickheads, and I really didn't care for them in that case.
Like, the Institute is without a doubt evil. Understandable evil.
Yeah, it's like, they generally do want to do good, but they're pretty
Well,
messed
actually,
up too.
the Brotherhood of Steel don't even really want to do good.
Yeah,
They just want things to go their way.
yeah. And then the
Like, if you
railroad...
They just want synths to not be slaves. Because they believe synths are people.
Yeah, the railroad just seemed too expected, I guess, and... I don't know,
Well, the
I
railroad,
just...
I like them. But the chance of their ideals actually winning out at the end of the day, like not just their ideals, but you know, with what resources they have, them being successful,
Yeah.
were just so, you know, slim to none. Like they are the good guys who aren't gonna win just because unfortunately what their side has.
Yeah.
Oh, they did have one of the most interesting NPCs in Deacon.
Yeah, exactly. Although, and then there's the Minutemen, and they were just kind of there.
I like the Minutemen. I feel like I feel kind of bad because Preston Garvey became such a fucking meme
Yeah.
just because he was a Radiant quest giver and a companion. But it's like there were so many Radiant quest givers that would make comments like that whenever you walked by them, but people forgot about because of them because unlike them, Preston was in your main settlement.
Yeah. Shit.
Like think about the one scribe and the one knight for her skill.
Knight Reese can go burn in hell. I hate him.
Yeah, he can. Have you hit the graphic monster?
Yeah, I hit it a lot.
Yeah, Knight Reese was so fucking annoying. Like
Yeah.
he was half the reason I hated the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
But then it's like there was Dance, and I was like, Dance is awesome. I really like him, you know. Maybe I'll stick with him anyways. But then I met Maxon and all of his guys, and it's like, nope, you
Yeah.
can all fuck off.
Like Dance and Halen are the only ones I really liked because Maxon was a dickhead. Reese, I think, was the
Yeah,
biggest piece of shit in the whole game. And
and
just a lot of the higher ups are dickheads to you too. Like
which is
don't.
why I was really
Yeah.
sad they cut out the Blind Betrayal side quest, where you could take over the Brotherhood
Yeah.
with Dance challenging Maxon as with his stats as Paladin as the representative because of the chance he couldn't be trusted because he was a synth. Like that's a lot of character development right there,
Yeah.
and a lot of world building and all that kind of stuff. And it would have allowed you to kill fucking Maxon, who I hated.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like he hated all synths whatsoever, and it's like one of my favorite NPCs was a synth.
Yeah.
Like Nick Valentine was awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say this: that game had really good companions.
Oh yeah.
Like they were all so different story-wise, but they were all quite interesting.
Shit.
Like Nick Valentine was just really cool. Dog Meat was so adorable.
Yeah. And couldn't die this time.
Yeah, Piper was, you know, really interesting how she became the way she was
Yeah.
and what pushed her. Hancock was just amazing. Like, finding out about Hancock's family and all that was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then finding out how he ended up taking over Good Neighbor, and it wasn't even for like selfish desire or anything like that. It was simply because the previous guy who ruled Good Neighbor let his men kill the Wanderers and Outsiders for fun, and seeing another Wanderer get killed, it made him snap and try it and decide to usurp that guy.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. And finding out that the asshole mayor from Diamond City was his brother, like that was really cool.
Yeah. I like
Then
that.
finding out that his brother was actually replaced with a synth years ago, and you're left wondering if his brother, who made all those rules, kicking ghouls out of Diamond City and all the other shit, was his actual brother, or if it was the Institute synth at that point. Making Hancock wonder, you know, whether he was right to hate his brother because it might not even ever have been his brother. who did those
Yeah.
horrible things. Like, that was like shit.
I feel like my story quest is bugged, potentially.
Hmm.
Unless I need the
What's
Type
it
T
telling you to
fuse
do?
to actually advance it.
Yeah, you need the Type T fuse.
Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, everything else said do this thing now, but it never gave me a use for the fuse.
Yeah,
Whatever one might be.
and the Type T fuse actually goes into a board down there by the computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Always one.
I'm trying to think of like who was the worst companion in Fallout 4, because a lot of them were so good.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I'm not counting any expansions because, well, expansions.
Usually you go based off of vanilla.
Yeah. And so far, as far as I can think of, was Preston, which sounds bad, you know, but I don't know. Preston was a cool character too.
And he had a lot of character development too.
Yeah. Question: first time you played the game through, did you kill Mama Murphy by letting her overdose?
Not the first time, because I didn't realize that would happen, but then one time I was like, ah, let's just drug her, why not? Yeah, then she died.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like my game just crashed.
Great.
I just heard a weird buzzing sound and my screen's frozen.
Oh,
Yay, Fallout 76 Game of the Year. 10 out of 10 all the way.
well, here's hoping that update they do tomorrow fixes some things.
Well, that might more so been the servers.
Maybe,
Because
but yeah.
as much as they do with the servers, there's still a level of third-party involvement with them.
Yeah.
And like, no matter what they do, this game's always going to have some bugs.
Yeah,
I just hope that they improve it.
like, I'm not expecting a 100% polished game, but
Yeah.
at least making it bearable to play.
Yeah, and it's like at times it's bearable. Like I've had really good runs with the game with glitches that usually helped me instead
Yeah.
of fucked me over. And crashes have become more and more rare. I went from having, you know, like 2 crashes a day at one point, if I was playing for 7 hours
Yeah.
a day, to you know, 1 crash a week. So that's, you know, good progress.
Yeah, exactly. I hate having to find this fuse.
The funny thing is, I think the fuse is actually in a really simple place.
That's what I feel like, cause
Or-
yeah,
Oh wait, the fuse isn't even in the building. It's in a different building.
great. Yeah, there's not even a
If you
map
go to
marker
your
for it.
map- Huh?
I don't even have
There's
a map
for
marker.
it.
Oh,
Oh, that's weird because there should be a map marker for it.
'cause yeah, I was looking around. I had the markers for the blood samples, but that was it.
And I think it has its own map marker as like a side quest that's attached to the main quest.
Yeah, 'cause I have a thing that is asking me to leave the building, but then I get the map
Yeah.
marker for the Grafton radio, but I have that disabled right now.
Yeah, and it's like the one that you need is it's definitely outside that building. I just did a roll on it on the Demachi game.
Nice.
Well, I got a 4-star, but I was guaranteed a 4-star that time.
Okay, so I have a marker showing up on my map now, or at least on that.
Mm-hmm. I wish this game had an offline mode though.
Yeah, I
Like,
know
as
what
much
you
as it's
mean.
cool to play online, sometimes you know, you just don't want to deal with that shit.
There it is. Okay, the Type T fuse is randomly in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I think there was like something in one of the computers that told you about it and explained why it's there, but I don't know. It's one of the things I don't like is due to the lack of characters in the game. There's a lot more told through logs and little computer things
Yeah.
than there is told by people, dialogue. Which is really sad because the game has, like one or two characters and some interesting robots, and the characters show, the skill that they do have, that they still do have that skill to make fun characters, but because there's, it's like, ouch. Like, have you met Rose yet?
Nope.
Okay, Rose is a fun character. I'm really hoping though that one of the DLCs they have eventually has a lot of has a new region with a lot of characters in it.
I don't know if they'll do entirely new regions, but I can see them at least expanding on the current map that we've got.
Yeah.
First, and then potentially do new regions.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm sure they got a plan.
And
Because
like,
from what I was seeing, the update that we're getting tomorrow is supposed to be the last update until 2019. Because they want to focus
really?
on moving forward.
alright, because for a second there I was like, holy, that's a long time. I'm like, alright, we're in December.
Yeah, it's not that long realistically. Like, people are freaking out, saying, lol, they're gonna leave this buggy as all hell, but it's like, the update is tomorrow, which is the 13th. And
2 or
like
3 weeks.
3 weeks after that is going to be New Year. So
Yeah.
it's not really a long time at all.
I don't know, like, I'm really of two minds when it comes to this game. Like, it has so many issues, but also has so many good things to it, and so much
Yeah.
potential. So it's like, sometimes, I want to rate this game like a 3 or a 4, and other times I want to rate it like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
But it's like, honestly, I think this game is just a solid 6 as it is.
Yeah. Like for me, because I've had a hell of a lot more issues than everyone else, I'm pretty sure. Like for me, it
Yeah.
is a bit lower at like a 5, but again, that's because of the issues I've experienced. Whereas,
Yeah, but still a far
yeah.
cry from a 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely, at least to me, it's definitely not a 2. Like, I don't think it's not one I would play by myself personally. Like just the way it's all structured.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather play as a group.
Yeah.
But it's not meant to be played alone. That's the thing. Like a lot of people are knocking on it, saying, "Oh, it's boring when it's just you." Well, it wasn't designed to be played by just one player. It was meant to have a full team of 4 going at it.
Yeah. Or at least a team of 2 or 3.
Yeah. More than one at least.
It's like when I play with you or Josh, I have a lot of fun. We do some really dumb shit.
Yeah. I mean, like right now for
Well,
myself, I'm doing the basic stuff because I'd like to level up a bit more. And at least progress the story a bit to actually do some endgame stuff eventually.
It's like, we're like, lol, let's farm Scorch Beasts.
Yeah.
Hey, the Scorch Beast is right here. What if I set my camp right here and set up 17 turrets?
Yep.
That was still really fun. Or cheesing the fucking Deathclaw near top of the world.
Yep.
I wonder what percentage of a level up that would give you right now.
I don't know actually, yeah. I'm like a
wanna
sliver
try
away
it
from
after
leveling
this,
up
Russ?
actually. Yeah.
We could try it.
Yeah,
Quest.
if you want to, feel free to.
Yeah, let's just let you finish this quest first, and then we'll try it. And it's like little details and little quests.
Oh, okay,
have
so I
fun
just leveled
moments,
up
though.
there. There's a shit ton of
Like-
ghouls around me, Jesus Christ.
Didn't you meet Rose on one of your previous characters?
She's top of the world, right?
Yeah.
I didn't officially meet her, but I've heard her.
Okay. At one point, she gives you a quest, and it's to make friends with a Deathclaw.
It's beautiful.
She literally tells you to run up to a Deathclaw and make friends with it. So you have to run up to a Deathclaw and hit the X button to try and make friends with it.
Jeez. There's so many ghouls here! What the shit?
Can you guess how that turns out?
Very poorly.
Yeah, the Deathclaw smacks you in the face. And she goes, "Whoa, I wasn't being serious. I can't believe you actually did that." Well, you can either kill it or run away.
There's so many ghouls here that all the bodies start despawning because there's too many here.
That's pretty funny. It's nice though, I'm hungry. I like how cannibalism is actually a very good strategy in this game.
Yeah. It's viable.
Well, not just like viability, but it's actually quite useful. Especially if you don't have a power armor build.
Yeah.
Because you can just kill some enemies and before the next wave comes, snack on a few of them, because at high enough levels of cannibal, you actually gain back life when you consume an enemy.
Nice.
So you could essentially just eat enemies as stim packs.
Sweet.
Like little details like that. And Rose actually eventually gives you a quest to eat a ghoul or a scorched. And that's a funny quest because you actually get a free level of cannibal for it.
Oh, holy.
Yeah. Like little details like that, like being able to earn the occasional perk without spending a point or without, using it as your choice is cool, and I kind of wish there was more quests like that.
Yeah.
But so far as I know, Cannibal and Rose are the only one like that. But it's such a fun little side quest.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually part of our main quest, I think. But either way, it's a fun quest in general.
I actually missed some of the quests from like Oblivion because Oblivion had quite a lot of really cool quests. I think the best quest from any Bethesda game, personally to me, was when you had to go to a party as a member of the Dark Brotherhood, and you needed to kill everyone there without getting noticed.
And even if you're with the last person, they still won't suspect you as long as you've been doing your job right.
Yeah.
You can even tell one of the old ladies that you're a member of the Brotherhood.
One thing that was really fun is making a save file before doing anything, and then you just talk to each one, and then you just pick one to kill. Then you talk to them all again, and you just make them all paranoid of each other. It's great. Like, that was such a great mission.
You could actually have one of the. You could actually go up to one of the ladies, and that one and be like, "Hey, I'm a member of the Dark Brotherhood who came here to kill all the party goers," and she'd be like, "Oh, that's funny. That's so silly."
Yeah, and it's like there's people dying
even
here,
after
though.
a few people are dead. Yeah, I gotta say, when it comes to having just fun and weird quests, Bethesda really knows how to do those.
Yeah.
Although, not Bethesda, because it was Obsidian, but New Vegas had some really funny ones too.
Yeah.
Must kill.
Like, what do you think was the funniest quest in New Vegas?
Oh, that's a hard one because I really didn't get to play a lot of it. So, when it comes to quests and story, I'm very limited with New Vegas.
Okay.
But from what I heard, some liked. One of the things that a lot of players thought was funny was when you, when you took one of the companions you could get and you just sold them off to be a slave.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Well, look at Skyrim. You can take one of your companions, and you can sacrifice them as an offering to one of the Daedric princes,
Yep.
and they're just permanently dead.
Alright, so you just let me know when you're ready to do this death claw and I'll follow you there. I got my
Pop
fuse
over the
now.
top of the world.
Yeah.
They're saying there's enemies nearby.
And
I
that's...
have 15 perception, and I can't spot any enemies.
Jeez.
It's probably something really inane like a fucking rad roach, though.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that, like, if an enemy was weak enough or weaker than you enough, that you could fast travel even if there was one nearby you.
Yeah.
Like, give a little leeway. Let's say one level 1 Scorch that's hiding around a corner versus a fully kitted out level 20 or 30 something. Well, in that case, 47.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not like I'm exactly running from that fight, because the thing has a chance of killing me.
Alright, I'm at the place here. I'm just gonna install the fuse so I can finish up this quest here and...
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so actually off note, one of the things that I was mentioning to the guys is that, because we're all probably going to meet up the weekend before Christmas, we're not too sure if it's Saturday or Sunday yet, but I was suggesting if we wanted to, we can maybe
have that weekend off.
we can maybe see the Spider-Verse movie, the comic book version, because that came
I'm
out.
not too sure about that one because I've gotten really tired of superhero movies, especially Marvel.
Oh, that's fair enough.
No, just they've all become so predictable to me.
But this
Like,
one has
even without knowledge
Spider-Ham.
of comics. Like, I don't know how many of the Marvel movies I've called out plot points before they even showed up, just because they were so obvious.
We have a comment on our thing,
Oh my god.
but I can't see because of the way my settings are.
Is
Shit.
someone telling us to kill ourselves?
Oh no. Actually, one way to find out is to quickly pop over to YouTube and find out. I just got a little notification that said, "Oh hey," and just a little comment thing.
Hi, person who made a comment.
I literally just ran in a circle just so I could get back to the entrance, drop down, because I got lost somehow.
Yeah, when you're done with that quest, just feel free to come to me.
Yeah. There it is. Okay. Are you placed?
Okay, a Red Scorpion Stalker just ended up spawning behind me, so I might be in a bit of trouble. Because I am not in my power armor.
Dr. Claire Hudson, and if you're hearing this, it means you must have completed my work and inoculated yourself. The next step is to find out if our elite anti-scorched unit, the Fire Breathers, are still alive. You can find them. The Fire Breathers need to know the
Yeah, a level 40-something rad Scorpion Stalker came out of the ground behind me.
To stay alive.
Oh, fun.
I was like, fuck.
Okay, are you up at top of the world right now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna travel there to you right now.
Comments say.
I gotta find out. See, normally I would have.
Bets. Was it something mean?
I feel like it's gonna be a very blatant, "Oh, you should do this," or something like that. That's my guess, but let's find out. Because normally I would have my laptop beside me because then I can find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, see, here it is. So I don't know if you're still watching. It'd be cool if you are, but I'm mostly doing a melee build right now. But I do have a sniper rifle as a ranged weapon, just in case.
They were wondering about your build.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to change my settings so I can actually react to it in live time and not
Yeah.
have to open it up on my phone and then log in and all that stuff.
And the melee build can actually be really good in the game. It can even be OP at times, which I think is why they kind of nerfed it a bit.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm still rocking that aluminum bat that I got gifted to me.
Nice. And then on my side, I'm using a sniper. I'm using a sniper slash non-automatic rifle build.
I'm probably gonna swap over to like a combat, like a semi-automatic combat rifle, just so I have a little bit bigger of an ammo pool too. And then I really got to spec into explosives, cause why not? That'd be fun.
And it's like, if you need any rifles modded, my character, I have 2 characters that are snipers.
All
I
right.
still think this thing is beautiful. Like when I'm charging it,
That's
can you
such
see
a
the energy coming
that's
off
such
the
a big
coils?
gun.
Like, can you see the energy coming off the coils in this thing when I'm charging it?
No.
Oh, that's right, because it has a thing blocking it from your view.
Yeah, it's
But
probably.
I can just like toast a shot, and there'll be sparks flying between the different coils.
And now we Skyrim down a mountain.
Yeah, and person, if you're still watching, here is the easiest way to farm and
Yep.
cheese Deathclaws to get black titanium shards.
Yeah,
You
this
chop
guy
the world.
here, he found a pretty cheap way to do this all, so it's also a nice way to level up the lower levels like me. I think I'm level 13 right now, so
Yeah, I was able to power level one of our friends quite a bit with this. But the nice thing is, all Deathclaws drop black titanium, which will help you make your excavator power armor.
there he is.
Okay, so once you get a hit on him, I'll just kill him.
And I got notification at the top of the screen, so I didn't even see if I got the hit marker. There we go. Okay, it seems like the
you got him.
shots were hidden. Yeah. Okay, do your thing. Oh, okay.
Oh, he ran.
It stopped. It's just sitting there now. I think it's actually
Really?
out of my
Oh.
sniper range. No, it's not. I can't see its health though.
He's definitely not out of mine.
And now it's drifting. Okay.
Yeah. Play the deja vu meme
What the fuck?
song. I'm sorry, this is too
This is
great.
beautiful. It's just sliding. Shit, I missed.
Deja vu. Just
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good. I'm good. I don't even know where it went. It just like slid down the mountain.
I'm sorry, that was great.
Now what you
Usually
do?
I kill it right away.
You gotta Photoshop a skateboard underneath it. I actually don't know where it is now.
According to my thing, it's down here. Yep, there he is.
I want to get close enough so that the loot doesn't disappear. There we go. Why is it running though? Oh, there's a level
my
32
case-
scorched around here.
I've got the recon scope. So
Oh,
once I've locked onto this guy, he cannot run away from me.
okay. See if you can
My
keep the
scope
scorched
locks
alive. I'm
onto
gonna
him.
throw a grenade there to get damage on him.
Alpha Deathclaw dead.
So yeah, that was a big 201 XP there.
Did you see his body ragdoll through the air?
Yeah. Ooh. Stuff. I don't know where the scorched ones though, unless he killed them all.
I think he might have.
I think so, because yeah, there were 2 over here.
Yeah, so if person is still watching, usually you would just take a shot or 2 at him on that cliff. Wait, let him run away. He'd run back after a little bit, and you just repeat the process until he was dead. Or you could do what we just did.
So cheap, but you know what? It works.
Well, I got 5 black titanium from that shit.
I gotta check, but I think I just got 4.
Still nice though.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So right now I am level 13. Oh, sorry, I'm level
Okay.
12. And yeah, buddy there is level 47. This is the second character I made so far. I think my first one is level 15. And
I
for
think this is my
them,
second
they're
one
a
too.
shotgun, and I was going to do like an auto rifle as a medium to long range. But then I kind of want to do melee, so I thought, you know what? Sure, I could potentially respec afterwards, but I'd rather just make characters specific for each kind of build I want to do.
Yeah, in my case, both my characters were kind of snipers with pistols in them too. But then I got to higher levels on this character, and I found out that the combat rifle is non-auto, so all the rifle perks work with it too. So it was better than using any suppressed pistol for me.
Yeah,
So I used suppressed rifles. One sniper and one combat one.
what's also nice too is that automatic weapons got a little bit of a damage increase too. So overall,
Yeah, because
they're much better.
they were a little pressing.
Yeah, I think they got
But
20% damage buff across the board pretty much, so they're
hey, you
pretty
want to clear
good.
out the second floor of Top of the World?
I probably could.
You can get like some level 70 scorched in there sometimes.
Jesus. In the case for my melees here, so far I just got, like, I don't have a specific kind I'm going to use. It's probably going to be two-handeds overall. I
Yeah.
was thinking of doing one-handed, but there's just something so satisfying with using a two-handed weapon, just bashing them across the head with it.
Yeah. It's
Gun-wise,
almost
I am
just,
open to having an automatic, though, just in case they're out of my range for melee, but they're too close
yeah.
to comfortably use the sniper against.
I would really recommend using a rifle for that, because there's a rifle perk you can use. That's like every shot that hits has something like once you've got maxed, has something like a 12 or 15% of chance of crippling the limb.
That's why I kind of want to go with a combat rifle because it's good at medium range,
Yeah.
and
And it's like,
if needed, I could just make another one with a scope on it for long range.
well, if you teleport to me, I show how fast my combat rifle fires. Because I'm at Top of the World now.
All right.
I should probably actually double check the numbers on that one. So the one perk I was talking about was Tormentor,
Tormentor,
and
okay.
yeah, with level 3, it's a luck-based perk. Your rifle attacks have a 15% chance of crippling a limb.
Jeez, that's actually pretty good.
And you could do auto with that. I do semi, because the perks for semi I just really like. Not to mention I like suppressed weapons. Have you teleported to me?
Yeah, it's just in the loading phase right now.
Right.
All right. Yeah, there you are.
Okay, so this is on a combat, so a little over two, I think, per second, is what I put out.
All right. Yeah, that seems pretty solid.
With a 10% chance that any one of those bullets could cripple a limb, it allows for good DPS and crippling chance. And with my suppressed thing, my suppressed gun, I can get some good sneak attacks for some sneak criticals. Start off a fight.
Nice. Actually, I might as well tune into the radio here to start this up. For the
Okay,
for
there's a rad
oh,
scorpion stalker up here. I'm gonna get into my power armor, and I want you just to take a pot shot at it, and I'll fuck it up. Once I'm in my power armor.
okay, where was it again? Sorry.
It's just in the main area over there.
Oh, I think I saw something move over there.
Yeah. And if you can, get on top of some of the wreckage for protection.
Yeah.
Or if you want, I can just go for the first shot on it to try to drag it out.
So yeah,
Huh,
I
it's
think
weird.
it like went around the corner and then just disappeared after.
Oh, it must have burrowed under the ground.
Probably, yeah.
Well, be careful, because that thing can pop out of the ground anytime.
For Fallout 4, for the most part, what I like to use is, oh, that's tough, actually. I tend to always find myself using either semi-auto energy weapons or full-auto ballistic weapons. Like, I'll run around with, like, an explosive SMG if possible, and
Let's go to the second
usually
floor here.
I'll use a bunch of explosives as well, because I find they're really fun.
Yeah. So that's the kind of build you like to do? I'm
Yeah.
always more of a sniper
There we go.
deliverer build person. Like, I always have the deliverer, because that thing was disgusting with VATS.
Yep.
And then I always have my sniper, so I could get some easy headshots in to start a fight. When I did the Deathclaw in the haunted museum thing, it scared me. I hit VATS, and I had some things to reduce the cost of VATS, and the deliverer doesn't have much of a requirement anyways. And I basically got like 20 shots in with it
Jeez.
in one bar, and the thing was dead. Okay, so hit this scorched once.
Okay, there's one behind me I just hit. On my screen, your power... Okay, yeah, the leader's good. And then there's a 32 I just hit. I'll hit the 23 behind you. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's that 32 I hit already. Yeah, on my screen there, the bottom half of your power armor didn't show up, so all I saw was you wearing the chest piece and arms, and then just your underwear showing.
That's funny. Oh, so make sure you check the leader for a loot, because he likes to drop grenade launchers. And sometimes
Yep.
legendary loot.
I had to scrap a bunch of stuff too. Because I am now over encumbered.
Yeah, the nice thing about this area is there's multiple different benches. I just found a war drum. You want it?
War drum.
Okay. So, take one of the hammers from Monster Hunter
Yeah.
and make the one end a drum.
Oh, beautiful.
So I just put it on the ground. I have a paper bag for you. I like how you can be like out of materials, but somehow your character just still drops paper bags. Okay, so some fun thing about this is up here,
Oh,
there's
that's
usually
beautiful.
at least one scorched in each of these places. If you memorize their placement, you can sneak shot each of them.
Nice.
So, if you follow me...
I gotta find a bench because I'm way over.
Oh, yeah, there's a bench in most of these. It won't be in this one?
Yeah,
Follow
that's
me?
just thinking.
No, it's like in this place you don't need to really have your encumbrance up because you'll find one... Oh, there's a little 32 scorched guy here. Yeah, pop
There he
shot on him.
is. Okay, got him.
And... I guess not on this one. No, there's like 3 different workbenches up here. And because everything's so compacted, you don't really need your, it doesn't matter if you're over encumbered. Oh, one thing nice is there's a bunch of level 3 safes in here,
There's another scorched over here.
and I've got lock picking, I've got, max lock picking.
Nice.
So we should hopefully be able to get you some good loot.
There we go, back up to full speed.
Now this place can be a really good place to spawn, to farm aluminum. Because ski poles are count as aluminum in this game.
Nice.
You can also get some decent amount of chems, but there's 3 places in here that often spawn bobbleheads.
Holy.
You don't always get bobblehead in here. There's a bench
Nice.
and a scorched.
Oh. Okay, just a second. There we go.
Yeah, you hit him?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got the hit marker, but I didn't see any, damage actually apply to it, so it's
You
weird.
can also get a decent amount of steel here on top of the aluminum. A good handful of adhesive, too.
Nice.
This place is actually just really good for farming pieces. You can also find some chems lying around. And sometimes even a minigun.
Jesus.
Oh, there's the minigun. Yeah, so there's a shelf over here, and a minigun likes to spawn on it. So you have, from my experience, about like a 3 in 10 chance that a minigun will spawn on that shelf over here, on the top one.
Oh, yeah.
I grabbed it because there was another guy running around here, and I wanted to grab it for him.
Fair enough, yeah.
So, pretty good chance of getting a minigun there. This little case here, sometimes will have a bobblehead in it.
Nice.
One thing people forget to check is this elevator has a backside to it, and the TV sometimes spawns buff out or a bobblehead.
Nice. There's a lot of alcohol up here, which I like.
Yep. Chems too. And with each of those enemies, they tend to either drop a rifle or a shotgun and a handful of ammo for it. And the dead raider corpses tend to carry explosives.
Yeah, I think I got a couple frag grenades already.
Yeah. And once you unlock the 3rd floor, there's gonna be a bunch of raider corpses in there, and it's a good place to grab some explosives. Like I said earlier, all the ski poles count as as aluminum,
Nice.
so this place can just farm you all your aluminum. Hey, a ski sword. You remember the ski sword, right?
Yeah, I remember it. We got a safe
Yeah.
underneath here.
Oh, what level is it?
2.
Okay. Now, we kind of ran by them originally, but there are actually a lot of level 3 safes in here and level 2 safes in here. So, once this place is fully cleared out, we can go back for them all.
Nice.
Okay, first safe done.
Alright, I'll probably be switching over to Black Ops here pretty soon.
Fair enough. Let's just grab all the safes here before you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get like the light stuff, because like sure there's some armor pieces in there, but
Yeah.
it's not
Oh, unless the armor will
level
be
yet.
immediately useful for you.
Exactly, yeah.
Or my recommendation is grab everything, and just go to a workbench and scrap it all, and anything you don't want from the scrap, drop.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because you can always get blueprints.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, was that a phone? That was.
This is actually how I basically farmed combat rifle blueprints
Nice.
and combat shotgun blueprints, is doing this over and over again. I went to that one guy who was watching earlier, a girl, I don't know, don't care about their gender or whatever. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I think.
You have helped us reach a new
Yeah.
record of one person.
Yep. It's sad, but it's true.
Yep. Oh, have you heard about the CFO of Huawei?
I heard something went on with them.
Yeah. They were arrested in Canada
Jesus.
because America wants them to be extradited to there, because America's accusing them of violating the US's thing about not selling to Iraq or Afghanistan.
Holy.
But the person's a Chinese citizen.
Huh.
So it was kind of a bit weird that they're like, you had to follow our rules. But the other thing that makes it really weird is America hasn't really provided any evidence that to Canada that they even have a case worth extraditing. But
Jeez.
Canada's been holding them. They apparently finally made bail yesterday. or today,
Yeah.
and like the whole thing is just kind of a shit show. It was really funny though, because some people were like, "Oh, if she's innocent, why doesn't she go to the States and go for the trial?" And it's like, America doesn't exactly have a good history with giving fair trials to foreigners,
Yeah.
especially not ones from countries that they have issues with currently. Which is kind of funny because years ago, some American guys committed murder and some other things in Italy, and they ran back to the States, and Italy was like, "Hey, we want to extradite them back here so they can face their murder charges," and America was like, "Fuck off."
Jeez.
So it's kind of funny. Someone's like, why are we even holding them, on America's word with no evidence? And it's like, because we're friends, and friends do that for each other. My thought was like, no, friends don't. Friends do things to help friends, but friends also tell friends when something they're doing is horribly stupid.
Yep.
Like if you, Josh, or any of the other guys was like, hey, I'm gonna do a backflip off the second floor, or the thing onto the concrete, and it's gonna turn out well because I got ninja skills. As a good friend, am I going to support you in doing that, or am I going to tell you that's a stupid fucking idea and you're going to kill yourself?
Exactly.
But it just was really funny that one person like, because that's what good friends do. They support each other, and it's like, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Ooh, scrapping stuff.
Like you don't just blindly support whatever your friend wants to do,
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if your friend walks up to you and is like, hey, I want to kill myself. Maybe not support that. Maybe tell them that you care about them and that they should seek help.
Yeah, that's the right way to go, is that way.
Did you derp?
Let's see, get rid of
Did you
that
herp
one.
and derp?
Oh, no, I'm getting rid of stuff.
I really like the time back in high school where herp and derp were actually part of a understood vernacular.
Yep. I'm gonna herp and then I'm gonna derp. Not in that order, but something along those lines.
God. Memes are kind of a weird thing. They can be really great at times and they can be really horrible at others.
Yeah.
Especially the fucking challenges. Because there's ones like, hey, it's the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. That's, a great example of challenges on the internet, doing good. And then there's, hey, it's a Salt and Ice Challenge.
Oh, the cinnamon
And it's like,
challenge.
why? Well, the Cinnamon Challenge for the most part was pretty harmless. This one was a pain. I broke like 5 lockpicks on it.
Jeez.
That's another thing. It would be nice if you had the ability to get some indestructible lockpicks. Like, hey, bobby pins, that's a cool idea. But I'm literally jerry-rigging a laser rifle. And blacksmithing armor myself. You think maybe I could hammer out a lockpick or two?
Yeah, exactly. You'd think.
Yeah. It's like Joel from The Last of Us and his fucking homemade shivs.
Yep.
Okay, one more level 3 safe over here.
Alright.
I'm on my last... Oh, never mind. I
Oh.
just broke my last bobby pin.
Well, rip.
Yep. No, I think there's like between 4 to 5 level 3 safes in here. Okay. So we gonna wrap it up now, you think?
Yeah, I gotta see if I can get unoverencumbered. I got radstag. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna need a
Well,
fire
you come
pit.
here first, and use the bench here.
Oh, I did that.
Okay. What are you overcumbered
I'm at 202 out of 185. If I can cook up a radstag steak, because I have a radstag, I just need to cook it. I can get that bumped up to 205.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's anywhere to cook it in here. But what you should do is you should then go through your junk and your weapons and see what's useless.
But nothing is useless.
Because you only need so much steel, scrap, unless you're going some really, like my weapons. Like my weapon's one of the few ones you actually want a bunch of steel scrap for. Or can you put pockets on your gear?
I do have pockets on, yeah. I've got the pocketed boiled chest piece, pocketed boiled right arm. Actually, I can't deploy my power armor frame.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. This one specific spot here fit. Oh,
What power
okay.
armor is that?
I don't know. Ultra sight.
Where the hell did you get that?
I don't know. I just found it in my inventory.
What? Isn't that like a level 100 or something armor set?
Level 50?
How?
I don't know. I just found it in my
Ultra sight
thing.
armor is supposed to be hard as fuck to find and hard as fuck to make.
I guess not. I'm still over
Are
encumbered.
you still over encumbered?
I am. It's
Yeah,
because
'cause
of
you
the
had to
power
take off all
armor
that
probably now. Yeah, now I'm at 290. This made my situation worse. Shit.
Okay, there's a little trick you can do. Do you have a camp set up?
Yes.
Do you care where it is right now?
Not really.
Okay, you exit here. You walk a little bit away from top of the world
Okay.
to where I used to set my camp, and you set up your camp there. You then shove all your crap into the stash, and then go wherever you want to go.
Nice. So yeah, I genuinely don't know how I got that. I was just going through my inventory and found a power armor frame there.
And it's like I'm trying to think about it, and I know I gave you a power armor frame, but I gave you an empty one.
Yeah,
So
so I don't
can't
know
be
how
wrong.
I got ultra sight all of a sudden.
And it's a full fucking set too.
Yeah. So far, this is the only good bug that's happened to me.
It's a pretty damn good one though.
Yeah. A full set of power armor. I'll take it. And I'm starting to find more
Okay.
fusion cores now too, so I'll actually be inclined to use it.
Okay, that's one thing I've gotta say they did well in this game, like really well,
Yeah.
is the ability to farm fusion cores.
Yeah,
If
because
you take over something like Poseidon, you can get so many freaking fusion cores. Like Josh and I were farming for a couple hours, and I walked away with over 30 fully charged fusion cores.
nice.
And Josh walked away with like 5 or 10 of his own too.
And all you gotta do is just take over Poseidon?
Yeah, you take over Poseidon, you set up a bunch of generators to power up the fusion core maker,
Yeah.
and it pumps out fusion cores every now and again.
Nice.
But if you do the quest and succeed in the quest powering up Poseidon, you can get a bunch of energies, so you don't have to set up as many generators.
Nice.
It's actually one of the things that I think they really fucking nailed.
Nice.
You can also craft fusion cores if you have the materials, but that's a bit of a pain. I haven't found the materials yet, naturally. But I'm guessing they're high-level materials.
Yeah, probably.
Well, one's pure cobalt something. Okay, ever hear someone use a term, where it's just like it doesn't seem like it matches? I was watching
Yes.
the show, I think it was Bones or whatever, with my sister, and the one dentist described the one guy's molars as orgasmic.
What the hell?
His molars. and it's like that just seems so wrong.
Yep.
Like some people get bothered when people say moist or whatever, or supple or certain words like that.
Moister than an oyster.
Hearing the one character say that the guy's molars were orgasmic was like, I need an adult other than myself.
Yep.
It just felt so wrong. I gotta say the camp building system, it needs more tweaking, but it's really good what they've got going.
Yeah.
In my opinion, for a lot of it works out a bit better than Fallout 4's. Like just the base kit. Because Fallout 4's for me really was a pain in the ass to use. And this one still has issues, but it, you know, works better in my opinion.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So what I hate is that because of this cart here, I can't
Yeah.
make my camp exactly how I want to.
And that drives me nuts because it's like some things, it's like, hey, my thing should be going way over the object that you're saying it's intersecting with, and the object it's intercepting with is a fucking rock.
Right,
And it's
yeah.
like, nope.
That thing's mean to me, okay. Just
Did you
store
say the
these.
thing's being a meanie?
Yeah. Because
That's
I
adorable.
can't make my wall properly. I have to shift my whole thing down a bit. So you're getting evicted from your spot.
No, my spot. You fuck off, that's my spot.
Okay. Let's see
Hey,
if
I've got the
I can
M.
tweak
I'm
this
gonna
a
shoot
bit.
off the grenade launcher and see how it works.
Hey! I'm gonna store all these for now and I'll find a spot to set this up.
I like this grenade launcher. I don't think I can damage your stuff because we're in a party.
Yeah, I don't even know how it works, honestly. I
I
don't
know
think we
people
can...
who aren't in your party can
Yeah.
damage your shit.
Yeah, because I know that if I attack you, I can't hurt you.
So a fun thing I did with this, I shot one straight up, and like 30 seconds later, I heard it land and explode.
Nice. Shoot. Okay.
Actually, let's see if I can do that again.
Get down there. Oh, actually, that works out perfect.
Did you hear that?
That was loud and clear.
Okay, I shot that actually a little bit ago. I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm going to count between me firing and it landing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh no.
5, 6, 7. There it was again.
Jeez. I love how you get one wooden scrap for scrapping a wall, yet it takes like 4 to make one? Yeah.
It both makes sense and doesn't make sense. Because when you make something and then you try to salvage from it, you typically won't get the full maximum amount that you get out of it. But in the case of the wall, it's kind of like a really... Like, I could understand not getting as much silver out of silver soldering on a piece of circuitry as originally went into it, because that would be hard to reclaim it all.
Oh, that's
The
such a
fucking wall.
nice helmet.
Or one
So
of the really
happy about
annoying
that.
things is when you open some, when it's like, hey, I just got this thing. It has one screw to it, but logically it should have like a dozen screws in it.
Yep. Put a war drum in there, my grenade launcher.
That's
so I
not
can't use
exactly
those
a
yet.
that's not exactly a fault with this game. It's a fault with the entire franchise, really.
A lot of games with
'Cause that-
like loot-based systems like that as well are kind of at fault.
Yeah. But it's like it's a little maddening where it's like, hey, I found this thing. It has one screw in it. And it's like, bullshit, I've taken apart one of those in real life. It had over 50 screws in it. Oh, you want that minigun I found?
I should be good, honestly.
Oh, it's a little 45 anyways. I actually like how if you try pulling the trigger on an empty gun, you can actually hear your character attempting to pull it every time.
Nice.
So it's like I'm currently pulling the trigger on my grenade launcher because I'm out of ammo, and I can hear a little tink, 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 tink every time I pull the trigger. Like it's not just one pull and then the thing stops, and it's like fuck off. It's hey, it consistently keeps track of that, and still lets you pull it, even though it already knows the thing's empty.
I feel like I got nothing else to throw into here yet. Now I don't have enough supplies to make any more walls. Where was it?
It's kind of funny.
Crafting.
The current event on Duel Links that's ending soon is basically a little D&D thing.
Oh wow.
Well, it's like a dice-based combat thing. I wouldn't say it's D&D. It seems to be inspired by D&D like games.
Yeah.
Because you're traversing a thing, and it's like when you fight a lot of enemies, you're rolling 10-sided dice.
That sounds actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, it ends today though, I think.
Of course,
Feeling
the one
sad
day
now.
I decided to log in because that's the first and only time. Like, is that how you get Tristan?
Yeah. You have to get to like floor 20, I think.
So
Which is really easy to do, and you could do it in one day.
okay,
Well, I
because
think it technically ends at lunch tomorrow.
I just got the notification about that.
Oh, really? That's
Whereas Fire Emblem sends me the notification the day after the event begins.
Fire Emblem for me will sometimes be like, hey, here's a notification about an event that ended 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell, Fire Emblem?
Well, I can make a Tinker's workbench, but I can't make anything else.
Well, at least you could break things down that way.
Yeah, that's the most important part there.
I don't know, I should go scrap a few items.
There we go. Gotta move it a little bit more. Good enough.
I had to scrap that minigun because it weighs way too much.
Right.
Like, I understand that, you know, characters that use miniguns are usually heavy characters in general. But seriously, I didn't like using the minigun even when you had to in Fallout 4. Like, for the few seconds you have to, you know, grab it for that Deathclaw fight, I didn't like using it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, partially because its DPS was really garbage if you really thought of it. It was something like 5 damage per shot, which yes, it's putting out lots of bullets, but it's like, 5 damage per shot seems pretty stupid.
Yeah. I'm saving all my Nuka-Cola, because why not?
Well, there are some really good perks for Nuka-Cola, like Nuka-Cola Quantum. Recharges 100 of your AP.
Nice.
So if you're a real big VATS build, you can actually take really big advantage of that and go with the Cola Nut perk that doubles up what you get from Nuka-Cola for, you know, increases basically your gains from drinking it, so your buffs, and I think your healing. So if you're a VATS build, you could basically just use it as rechargeable batteries, or quick recharge for your AP.
Nice. Yeah, I'll probably have to look into doing that potentially, because I hold my breath whenever I snipe a lot, so being able to have that recharge is really nice then.
In my case, I basically line up the shot and then hold my breath right before I take it.
Yeah, that's what I try to do if I can.
Hey, ever notice the physics on the hair is actually pretty good?
Yeah, it's surprisingly solid actually.
Like, I didn't notice that because I usually have a helmet on, and I'm usually in first-person mode. But I'm running around
Mine
right
doesn't
now,
really
and
affect because of the way my hair is done up,
Just-
so
a tight ponytail.
yeah.
But it's like my character's got longish hair, and it's like I strafe and the hair actually like moves to the side and to the side.
Yep. Anyways, here, I'm probably gonna call it. Thank
Okay.
you so much for watching. Shout out to the Overseer's son for being our first ever watcher of our streams, aside from myself when I did the testing and when I got everyone else who was part of them to test out to make sure their mics worked. But that doesn't count.
Yay.
Yay!
Interesting little detail.
Oh,
If you
shoot.
block in third-person view, it's just one arm blocking.
Oh, yeah?
But if you block in first-person view, it's the arms crossing.
So far with the...
What's
Okay, the bat's the
that's what
same
that
so far.
means.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought I'd test out the bat first and that. So let's see. Yeah, crossed. Weird.
Like, isn't that such a weird little detail?
That is, yeah.
Like, I'm never going to see that.
I mean, everything else I think is pretty close to what it is in first person.
Yeah, but just that.
Actually, for
It's
my
not-
power attacks, in third person
Yeah.
I have the standard swing, but in first person it's a downward attack.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's another small one.
Yeah, those are
But-
some interesting little details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, thank you for watching
See
and
you later.
see ya.